On a quiet December night in 2012, in Alvin, Texas, David Barajas and his two sons were just 100 yards from home, pushing their Ford F-250 down a dark, unlit country road after it had run out of gas. Meanwhile, 20-year-old Jose Banda was driving his Chevrolet Malibu with his cousin and half-brother in the car. Banda was under the influence of alcohol, with his blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit. As he drove down the same road, he crashed into the back of the Barajas family's truck at high speed, crushing the boys. The impact of the crash was devastating. 12-year-old David Jr. was killed on the spot, and 11-year-old Caleb sustained critical injuries. He was rushed to the hospital, but later died from his injuries. When police arrived at the scene, they found Banda dead from a gunshot wound, and David Barajas frantically trying to resuscitate his son Caleb. Banda's half-brother and cousin had fled the scene. Authorities alleged that in the moments following the crash, David Barajas, overwhelmed with rage and grief, returned home, retrieved a gun, and shot Banda in the head as he sat in his car. They charged Barajas with murder, accusing him of executing Banda for killing his sons. The trial began nearly 2 years after the crash, in August 2014. During the trial, a witness testified that they had seen Barajas walk away from the crash site and return, followed by the sound of gunshots.
911.
We have a wreck. Kid was ran over. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, he is bleeding badly. He is badly hurt.
Investigators also found an empty holster and ammunition for a .357 caliber handgun at Barajas's home. A bullet fragment recovered from Banda's car matched this type of weapon. However, the gun was never recovered, and there was no direct evidence linking Barajas to the shooting. No one had seen him pull the trigger, and gunshot residue tests performed on Barajas' hands came back negative. Prosecutors attempted to explain this by suggesting that Barajas had washed his hands after the shooting. Barajas' defense attorney presented a different narrative, arguing that Barajas did not shoot Banda and that his only concern that night was saving his sons. The defense also argued that Barajas wouldn't have had enough time to leave the scene, retrieve a gun, and return to kill Banda before authorities arrived. Additionally, the defense raised the possibility that Banda could have been shot by someone else, perhaps even by his own cousin or half-brother. Both men testified that they did not shoot Banda, but the defense used their escape as a way to cast doubt on the prosecution's version of events. During the trial, a dashcam video was shown of Barajas kneeling beside his son Caleb after the crash, desperately trying to perform CPR while his wife screamed for help. After several days of testimony and emotional arguments, the jury was left to decide David Barajas's fate. They deliberated for less than 3 hours before delivering their verdict: not guilty. Barajas, who had faced the possibility of life in prison, broke down in tears as the verdict was read.
I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt, very hurt. I give all the honor and glory to God. I'm thankful for He's given me the strength to proceed and keep going. And it's been really hard.